Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well during these uncertain times. I hope that everybody's staying healthy and staying safe. My name is Karthik Subramanian, and I am one of the mentors of the DSGT Fall 2020 Bootcamp to help all of you learn data science. So I'm really excited to be here with you today. The main purpose of this recording is to help get you guys set up for mounting your drive successfully and by hopefully if stuff is working out for you, you'll be set up for success in the future workshops. So basically before I start, I want to briefly explain why mounting the drive is important. So as you know for those who went to the week 1 meeting, we are using Google Collaboratory to help you guys teach data science. Google Collaboratory is basically a cloud-based version of Jupyter Notebooks. You don't have to download anything. You just simply log into a Google account and you'll have access to it. So this is a way of, you know, writing Python code, and also it's a great way to explore data science for those who are new to the field. So that's my 2 cents on Google Collaboratory. And basically, before you start working in a Google Collaboratory notebook and before running any of the code, mounting the drive is important to make sure that you have the correct directory set up so that you're set up for success and you'll be able to gain the benefits of the workshop. So without further ado, let us begin our tutorial. So if anybody, for those who are in the Discord group for the bootcamp, these were the links provided. So we have a link to the participants folder, and we also have a link to the week 1 folder. So what I'm going to do is open up one of these notebooks. You guys all a lot of people made a copy of the original notebook, so I'm just probably going to open up one of the copies. So let's open this one right here. So when we open up the notebook, this notebook, for those who haven't been to the week 1 meeting, this is basically a notebook that mainly introduces Google Collaboratory and also helps you guys gain an understanding for the basics of Python, especially for those who are new to it. So this is just an explanation right here of Google Collaboratory, which I went over earlier. So basically, we are going to execute these steps and hopefully make sure the drive is mounted. I'm doing this tutorial from the perspective of a participant, so hopefully that'll alleviate some of the troubles you're having. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Shared with Me. So when we look at Shared with Me, we see Track 1 Applied Data Science. So we are going to enter this folder, just like this. And we are going to click the name of the folder at the top icon. And you see a add shortcut to drive right here. So we are going to click on it. So select my drive, and we are going to hit, let me see. So we click on the folder. Hold on, sorry about that, guys. Just bear with me. So it's being a little slow today. Sorry. Let me refresh the page. So again, what we're going to do is hit add shortcut to drive. So we're going to select my drive right here, and we're going to hit add shortcut. So it says shortcut added to my drive, so that's a good sign that that's working. So we go back to my drive, and we're going to enter this folder we just made, and we're going to navigate to the participants folder. And what you're going to simply do is create a folder just like this. Sorry if I'm referencing from the notebook to here. I just want to make sure things are correct. So you're going to create a new folder, and the format of it is going to be first name, last name, week 1, IP, Y, and B. So we're going to name, so for the sake of this example, so it's going to be example dash participant dash week 1 dot IP, Y, and B. So this is going, and it'll be placed, and it's going to be Oh, make a new oh, sorry guys, I misspoke. So we're gonna make a new folder within participants in the format first name, last name. My bad. So I'm gonna say example participant. And since there's another folder called example participant, to avoid redundancy, we're gonna name it this way. So we're gonna hit create. So we see our newly created folder right here. And now we're gonna return to Google Colab. So we return to this notebook and we're going to go to File, Save a Copy in Drive. And we're going to create a copy. So instead of naming the file copy of copy, we are going to name it to this format right here: first name, last name, week 1 IPYNB. And in your Google Drive, you're gonna have this folder called Collab Notebooks automatically created. So I'm going to basically name it as such. So using the example of example participant. So we've created this file, and now it's going to be placed in a folder named Collab Notebooks in your Google Drive. So basically, let's see. So if we see correctly, yeah, see, you have this custom created folder called Collab Notebooks, and basically, this is that file we were talking about that we just created. We made a copy of this file right here that we've been working off of, so this is a good sign that things are working. So we're going to move this file here to our participant folder within the Google Drive that we've created. So let's do that. So you can simply click on these. You can simply click on the 3 dots right here. And you're going to hit move to. So we are going to go to track 1 applied data science, and we are going to navigate to participants. We're looking for example participant 2, so click right here. You're going to click move here. So now what we've done is we've moved our copy to our own folder. So the benefit of doing this is now you have a copy of your own that you can mess around with and hopefully, you know, gain insight into what we've discussed in the workshop. So let's go right to where we've moved our file. So you go to example participant 2. This is that file we just moved. So we're going to you're going to return to this file that we've created, and we are going to hit this folder icon right here. So click on here, give it a moment to load, and you see a button right here called Mount Drive. We are going to click this button. This will allow Collaboratory to basically access the files in your Google Drive. So basically, we have the same code down here. So without further ado, we are going to run this code. So if we run this code, so it says here to go to a URL in the browser, and we're going to enter an authorization code. This is a good sign that your mount is working. So we are going to click on this link. We're going to sign into our account, hit allow, and you see this code here. You're going to click on this clipboard, copy the code, go back to our collaboratory notebook, and paste it in. You hit enter. Oh, we got a value error, so we have an invalid authentication code. Let's try this again. Hopefully this is correct. Sometimes this happens though, so it can get a little frustrating, so please try to bear with me. So I'm gonna open this, choose the account, allow. We're going to copy this code, and you're gonna simply paste it right here. Oh man, we have this error, so let's see. So I know some of you guys had errors with the authentication code from the tutorial from the previous meeting, so let's just try to debug. So again, please bear with me. So let's try to refresh this notebook and see if this is the solution. Okay, so we are going to click on this thing, sign into your account, going to allow. We are going to simply copy this code, paste it right here, hit enter. Oh man, so we have an issue right here. So basically the issue is that the mount failed because of this line right here. So you have a mount issue of content/drive. So let's take a look at our file directory. So if we click on this button right here, this is basically what we have. So we have content, sample data. So this is not what we were looking for. We want to look for the directory that goes to drive my drive. So you'll see what I mean in a moment. So we have our, so let's just, I guess, peek around. So bin. So this thing doesn't seem like what we need. So this folder doesn't look right. Hold on. This is something very annoying. So let's try running this code strip here, because when we clicked on this button right here, it gives this, Google's giving us a prompt to run this cell. So let's see if this works. So we again do the same thing. So we are going to paste our authorization code and see if this works. So again, this doesn't work because we have an invalid directory. So what we're going to do is going to create a code cell and basically run an ls command. So let's see what this let's see when we execute it. So sample data is the directory. Let's run a pwd. So content is, so this seems to be the issue, right? So you see content to sample data. This isn't right. We need a way to navigate to a folder called drive. So let's see if we can find it. Yeah, so part of this is just debugging. So if it works for you, that's great. If not, we'll see if it works right now. So oh, sorry. I'm trying to see if there's anything you can try. Let's just start content. Yeah, I guess like one thing to learn from this is that different solutions are gonna work for different people. So it highly depends on your directory structure. But if your mount was successful, it'll basically not give you this error, hopefully. So yeah, if I can try to get this to work, then I will be very happy. So let's just try like seeing if this is a valid command. So we're going to run this, open up our authorization code. Let's run a, so we're stuck in this content folder. So basically, let's take a quick Google search of this error. Maybe that might give us ideas. Let's see if this helps. Maybe we can try backtracking a little bit and seeing if this works. So let's see. So let's connect. Going to run this cell to mount our drive. So we've essentially given Google Collaboratory. Let me see. Let's refresh. So this is the button you click to mount the drive. So we click on it. Okay, so basically this says, so we're gonna hit run anyway. And we're gonna go to accounts Google, do the same step. Hello. And we're essentially going to copy this code. Control C, Control B, hit enter. See, okay, check this out. So you say we got an icon saying mounted at content slash content slash drive. So that means our notebook has been mounted successfully. So if you see something like this, give yourself a pat on the back because you've gotten through one of the hardest steps of getting Google Collaboratory Notebook to work. So just to see if your mounting was successful, let's try running some of these code cells to see if stuff is working for you. So basically, these commands here help us navigate to our folder. And essentially what you're trying to do in this is basically navigate to our data. So let's go through this. So let's run a pwd. So we see content. We go to ls. We have a drive slash sample data. So we're going to navigate into drive. So we do that. Run an ls. So now you're in my drive. And we're going to basically navigate to this subfolder. So we're going to click on it. And check this out. You have a file path to participant slash data. So if you mounted successfully, hopefully this works for you. So basically what we're going to do next is we're going to install pandas. So this might take some time. If you have it, this should be really fast. We're going to read in our data frame. So this is essentially giving us essentially a matrix where each row represents a data entry and each column is going to represent a attribute. We're going to discuss more about this in the later workshops, but this is just a brief explanation of what a data frame is. This part of the workshop tells you about basics of Python, so let's just run these cells. So we get the output. We keep running these cells. Also, another trick is if you click on a cell and you do Control Enter, it'll also execute. So we just keep running. We keep running. And yeah, so this is just a brief tutorial again on how to basically mount your drive. Sometimes this step might be hard and you might have to search Stack Overflow on, any debugging ideas. What worked for us here was trying to essentially copy and paste our authorization code, and maybe that allowed Google to essentially make the connection, but different solutions work for different people. So again, if you are still having trouble after watching this tutorial, please feel free to message on the Discord or on the Slack. One of the mentors or a fellow mentee will be able to assist you. And yeah, hopefully everybody is set up for success in this bootcamp. And hopefully everybody stays safe and stays healthy. So have a good rest of your night and have a relaxing Labor Day weekend. I will see you later in the next workshop. So, bye.